Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's so nice to meet you. Are you ready to sing our good morning song together? Let's stretch our arms out like airplane wings and fly our airplane to one side. Fly your airplane to the other side. Fly your airplane to the middle. And now make your airplane wings into a big circle out in front of you like this. Can you stretch the circle up over your head and give a little stretch from one side? Stretch over to the other side. One last stretch up at the top, and we're going to bring our circle back down. Now it's time to sing together. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. Before we get started with the calendar and weather chart, there are 3 things that we need to do quickly. The first thing that we need to do is turn on our listening ears like this. The second thing that we need to do is put on our thinking hats. Here's my thinking hat, and I'm going to put it on top of my head. And the third and final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. We warm up our hearts like this. Boom, 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 boom. And now it's time to get started with circle time. I have my pointing stick and I'm going to put it at the top. Right up here we have the month. Do you know what the month is? April! That's right, friends. The month is April. And today is April 20th. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was April 19th. And today is April 20th, 2021, or you can also say that the year is 2021. Both ways are correct. Can you say the date with me one more time? Today is April 20th, 2021, or 2021. Can I see your counting fingers like this? And let's warm them up and give them a little stretch. Instead of counting all of the days that we've had so far in the month of April, let's use our counting fingers and let's count the remaining days, or the days that are left in the month of April. Get those counting fingers ready. So after today, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will have 10 days left in the month of April. Friends, now it's time to hold up 7 fingers like this. We are going to sing the Days of the Week song. And because we have 7 days in our week, we hold up 7 fingers. If you know the words to this song, you can sing along with me. It goes like this. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When I travel down to the bottom of the chart, this says that yesterday was, here's your clue, Monday. Yesterday was Monday, the first day of the weekday. So that means that today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. And tomorrow will be, here's your clue, Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. But let's go back to today and let's sing Today is Tuesday together. Will you sing with me? Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. I'm going to travel back up to the top of the chart. Right up here we have the season. Do you know what the season is right now? Spring! You're right. It's springtime. And for the month of April, we've been learning all about the springtime. We talked about the weather in the springtime, and we've been talking all about baby animals that are born in the springtime, as well as plants that grow. I'm going to travel back down to the bottom of the chart. This means that it's time to sing the weather song together. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Friends, do you see my picture down here? This is a picture of what I see when I look outside of my window. So right now, it's a mostly cloudy sky, but I see the sun poking through the clouds a little bit. It's mostly cloudy where I live. And my temperature chart is on orange. That means that it's warm where I live. A warm day. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Look outside your window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing with me, and now let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. So this week, we've been practicing this letter. This letter says N, N. Can you make that sound? Nice work, friends. And do you know what letter this is called? N. This is a lowercase n, and N says N, N. And let's see what's inside of the letter box today. It's something that starts with the letter N, N. Here's your first clue. This is something that is used to join or connect two things together, usually wood. This is also used with a hammer. Do you know what it could be? Let's open up the box and find out. Do you see what I have, friends? This is a nail. Now, on one end of the nail, the top part, this flat part is called the head of the nail. That's the part that the hammer pounds. And right down here, it's a little bit sharp and pointy, and that's the part that usually drives into the wood. Nail starts with the letter N, N. This is how you write a lowercase N, N. One more time. And now let's move on to the double-digit number of the week. I say that this is a double-digit number because you have to write two numbers when you write the number 20. This is the number 20. But first you write the number 2, and then you write the number 0, 20. Will you count 20 tally marks with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 goes across, 16, 17, 18, 19, and one more makes 20 across. So friends, I see different groups of 5. Let's use our counting fingers and let's count the different groups of 5 that we see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of 5 make 20 tally marks. We have one more thing to count before we move on to the sign of the week. I have 20 wood chips. And because these wood chips are the same color as the top of the box, I've just been using a piece of paper to put on the top of the box so that the wood chips don't camouflage and they can easily be seen so we can count them together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and one more makes 20. 20 wood chips. Now that we've gone over the letter of the week and the number of the week, we have to go over the sign of the week. This week, we learned how to say flower in sign language. Will you show me how to say flower in sign language? That's right, friends. Flower. Speaking of flowers, let's move on to our discussion for the day. So earlier this week, we learned that plants, including most flowers and trees, start from a seed. And what does a seed need to grow? Can you think of anything? Dirt or soil, sunlight, and water. That's right, friends. So let's take a closer look at a flower that did not grow from a seed. Instead, this flower grew from something called a bulb. So this is a daffodil. A daffodil is a yellow flower that grows outside in the springtime in my yard. But in the fall, I planted bulbs. Now, a bulb looks like an onion. It's something that grows underground. And I dug a hole inside of the ground, under the dirt, and I plopped the bulb into the ground, and then I covered it with dirt. And it stayed there throughout the fall and into the winter time. And then in the springtime, the daffodils started to grow from the bulb. So let's take a closer look at the parts of this daffodil flower. This green part is called the stem. This is the part of the daffodil that poked up out of the ground first. Now, this daffodil has bloomed. That means that the petals have opened up. But before this daffodil bloomed, it started off as a flower bud. So the flower petals were all closed up. But as it got warmer out and the sun continued to shine and the rain fell and gave the daffodil water, the petals began to open up and the flower bloomed. So these petals are around the top of the daffodil. Let's count how many petals we see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 petals on this daffodil. And then inside of the petals is this part. This is like a large petal. This is called the corona. And inside of the corona is a long yellow part that's sticking out. That is called the pistil. And then surrounding the pistil are the stamen. And the stamen is what produces pollen. That's what bees and other pollinators like to collect. So let's go over that one more time. We have the stem, we have the petals, the corona, and inside of the corona is the pistil, and surrounding the pistil are the stamen. Friends, we're going to get to take a closer look at the parts of a flower for our work today. Let's go check it out. For today's work, you will need a pair of scissors and a variety of flowers. So at least 2 different types of flowers will work. It was actually a little bit tricky, more of a challenge finding enough flowers for this work today because it's still pretty early in the springtime and we have not had very many flowers blossom yet. So you want to make sure when you do find the flowers, you want to cut them from the stem and try to include as many leaves as you can because today we are going to be dissecting or taking apart a flower. So let's start off with the largest flower that I have. This will be the easiest to see. This is a daffodil, and I'm going to use my pair of scissors and just start taking apart the different parts of the flower. So I'm going to remove the stem right here, put it right here, and these beautiful petals are bright yellow. Let's count how many petals there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to snip off each petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start another little pile for the petals right there. And look at this. This is beautiful in itself. It reminds me of its own flower. So I'm going to remove this outer part right here because I want to get to the inside and find the pistil and the stamen. This is definitely a petal as well. Put that right over here with the other petals. And right here, that long part that's sticking out, that is the pistil. And then these surrounding parts, it has all the pollen on it, those are called the stamen. So I'm going to remove that inner part. Oh, now you can see them better. So the pistil and then the stamen are right there, and it has all of the pollen on it. It looks a little bit dusty. And let's move on to these beautiful blue flowers. These are called snow glories. And unlike the daffodil that only had one blossom on top, these flowers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blossoms per stem. So let's start off by removing each flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's take a closer look. This blossom has opened up. This one is still a bud. It's a little closed right there. And again, you can remove petals and add them to the petal pile. And the pistil and the stamen are still in the center. It's just smaller, so those will be a little bit more difficult to take apart. Now, let's try this little white flower. This actually came from a wild strawberry plant. So fruits and vegetables, before they're fruits and vegetables, they start off as flowers, and then the petals will drop and the center will grow larger and larger into the fruit or the vegetable. So we'll remove the petals, little white petals, and if you notice, there are some green leaves underneath the petals. And then I see the stamen in the middle. And right here we have a dandelion. I'm going to just take the leaves off right here and start a new leaf pile. Put the leaves from the strawberry plant over there. And look at all of these yellow petals. They're very thin, unlike the thick petals from the daffodil. Trim those off. And the stem. And we have dissected the flowers. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Before we go, I have a song to share with you, and it goes like this. Out in the garden, early in the springtime, see the little daffodils all in a row. Watch the happy farmer giving them some water. Slurp, slurp, glug, glug, watch them grow. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can everybody wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Thanks for learning with me today, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.